Hello, I'm Vicky and today we're talking tablets. They're going to be dominating this year's Christmas lists from the youngest in the family to the oldest. And here to help you decide which is the best for you is Pollyanna Woodward, TV presenter. And thank you very much for being here.
It's great to be here.
Big news, these tablets, aren't they?
Absolutely huge. When they first burst onto the scene a little while back with the original iPad, I thought, where does this place between a laptop and a smartphone? Is this really going to take off? And wow, it really has, and it is going to be one of the biggest gadgets to get your hands on this year.
Yeah, I have to say, for me, it was that big turnaround because exactly that. When I saw it, I thought, I don't understand where you're going to slot in. I've got my laptop. And then it seemed overnight, they became essential part of kit.
Yes.
You've got a few to show us around.
I have. I'm really excited.
The Nabby.
The Nabby. This is a great tablet for the children. If I just pop that on for you there. This is designed specifically for ages 4 upward. It's on an Android operating system. I personally would say maybe if you've got a child that's 6, 7-ish, they'll get on really, really well with this tablet. Okay. But it's a great way for children to use computing devices, but also to learn. Now, if I scroll through some of the pages here, just to show you what there is, and it shows you, you've got maths, you've got social studies, science, you've got books, you've got websites, videos, and crafts. So you actually get to learn skills and even do kind of homework on these kind of devices. And because it's kids as well, it's got a bumper on in case they
Well, I noticed that straight away. I thought that's just ideal. What about safety online for children? I know lots of parents want to get these sort of devices for their children, but they worry about their access to
and that's
everything.
A really good point. There's a couple of child devices that are intended for youngsters, and most of them come with parental controls, just like the Nabby. That does actually have inbuilt parental controls. However, if you are going to get a device and you want to have a little bit of say and be able to monitor how your children use online and go on the internet, you can download some free software. If you go to argos.co.uk, Safe Kids Online, you can download some software that allows you to monitor how they use the internet, how long they even go on for. You can give them time limits, and you can get email updates on whether or not they've breached any of your rules.
Oh, I like that.
I like that part
because
as
they
well.
can be sneaky, can't they?
They can. However, that software doesn't work on iOS devices.
Right,
so
okay.
bear that in mind.
Good tip, thank you. Let's move on then. Exclusive to Argos, I believe.
Yes, that'll be the CNM.
Yes.
This is the tablet here. Now, this is a great introductory tablet. If you're wanting a tablet that does everything, like browsing the internet, you want to download apps, you want to play games, do anything and everything, this is the way to go. It's a really affordable device. It works on an Android system. It's got decent resolution. It's got a decent processor for speed. If you're wanting something that is that introduction to using these kind of computers, it'll work perfectly for you. And this one itself, I mean, this is the 7-inch version. You can also get the 9-inch version and a 9.7-inch version. This is like £99.
I love the size of that though. It looks so portable.
Size.
Stick it in your handbag.
It's
brilliant,
love it. Isn't it? And it's got HDMI and it's got a USB as well. So there's lots of things that you can do with this device, and it is a great introduction and so affordable.
So across the board, it's just pinpointing what you want to do on your tablet and then looking for those things when you go and choose your device.
That's exactly it.
Look, I'm a girl, I like design, I like sleek, I like sexy, and I have spotted the Galaxy right there. Tell us a bit about this one.
This is kind of like the daddy of your tablets.
Gorgeous.
A lot of people will say when it comes to tablets, oh, get the iPad, there's nothing as good as the iPad. I beg to differ, to be quite honest. iPad is a nice device in its own right, but it works on Android's operating system, which give you limitations, like it doesn't play Flash, so there's certain websites you won't even be able to visit or use to their full potential because of the operating system. This is Samsung's Galaxy Note, and it is just a fantastic device. It's uber quick. This is intended as a device that will pretty much do everything you want, lightning fast. If you want to game, if you want to use it to kind of do work things on, if you want to use it to watch movies on with a family, you can connect this up to a television and actually watch the movie on the television itself. You've got the micro SD slot. You've got a little stylus pen as well if you want to do things like draw on the screen and use different applications. I mean, this really is the tablet that will sing, dance and do it all for you.
Triple threat.
It is. It is like if you are tech savvy, you know someone in your family that already uses quite a lot of devices, and they really want a tablet, but they want something that packs a punch, that gives them speed, that gives them power, that gives them the capacity to do everything they want, then this is the one to go for, the Samsung Galaxy Note.
That is the bad boy. Now, from someone who is incredibly tech savvy to someone like me who's perhaps lacking in that tech department, and people watching at home, how can we improve our tech IQ?
The main thing to do is just get to grips with a few devices. A lot of people are scared of technology. Go into shops, have a look at other people's devices and get really hands-on. I mean, it's so easy to do that. And don't be afraid to try things. I mean, my mum had a little go on a tablet. She's not that tech savvy, but I gave her a tablet. She tried it out. A little screen popped up and she went, oh, I don't know what to touch, trying to break that one. You just touch the side because you don't want that option. And she touched it and it disappeared. And it's just making sure you're not scared of it. Go out there, try technology, test it out, and just enjoy it and just see how you get on with it, because you're probably a lot more tech savvy than you think.
Yeah, absolutely. Handle machines and ask the right questions so that you pinpoint the devices that are perfect for you. Pollyanna, thank you very much. My thanks to Pollyanna for joining us. If you want to find out more about the tablet that could perhaps top your Christmas list, go to argos.co.uk. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.